Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to another class. The topic for today is present perfect, and the objective is to analyze the use and structure of present perfect, right? Okay, but first of all, I wanted you to remember when do we use so and neither? Do you remember the last class? Very good. We use so and neither when we want to express to agree with something or someone, right? And do you remember when do we use so and when do we use neither? Very good. We use so when we agree in positive statements, and we use neither when we agree in negative statements, right? Very good. Okay, today we are going to see the present perfect, as I have already said. And do you know what is the structure of present perfect? When do we use present perfect? Today we are going to do this to answer these questions, right? Okay, present perfect. We have 4 uses of present perfect in this chart, right? First of all, we use present perfect to talk about a state that started in the past and continue until now. Usamos el presente perfecto para hablar de un estado que empezó antes en el pasado y continúa hasta ahora. For example, we have here, I have lived in England for 5 years. Yo he vivido en Inglaterra por 5 años. Empezó hace 5 años y sigo viviendo en Inglaterra ahora. And we have the other one, I haven't seen Steve since last week. Yo no he visto a Steven desde la semana anterior. La semana anterior no lo vi y hasta ahora no lo veo. Empezó antes y continúa en el presente, right? I have been an engineer since 2005. Yo he sido una ingeniera desde el 2005. Empezó en el 2005, hace mucho tiempo atrás, y hasta hoy sigo siendo una ingeniera. Entonces, acciones que empezaron en el pasado y continúan hasta el presente, right? Okay, here we have another use. And in this part we are going to use expressions of time. También en esta parte vamos a usar expresiones de tiempo como el for y el since. For 5 years and since 2005. Por 5 años y desde el 2005, ¿ya? Okay, when do we use for and when do we use since? We use for when we talk about a period of time. Usamos el for para hablar de un periodo de tiempo. 5 años es todo el periodo de tiempo, right? And we use since when we want to talk about a specific point in the past. Y hablamos de since cuando queremos expresar un tiempo específico en el pasado. Por ejemplo, desde el 2005. El 2005 es un punto específico en el pasado. ¿Sí? Ok. Now, we use present perfect to talk about life experience. Usamos el presente perfecto para hablar de experiencias de la vida. And we are going to use this kind of expressions. Vamos a usar este tipo de expresiones. Yet, ever, and never, right? Yet, aún, ever, alguna vez, y never, nunca, right? I have never been to Spain. Yo nunca he estado en España. Una experiencia que no he tenido. I haven't seen the movie yet. No he visto esa película aún. The party was the worst I have ever been to. La fiesta fue la peor en la que yo haya estado. Una experiencia que yo he tenido, ¿no? Okay, now we use present perfect to say that something has happened several times. Para decir que algo ha pasado muchas veces, ¿sí? For example, so far this morning I have made 3 phone calls. En esta mañana yo he hecho 3 llamadas. An action that repeat, right? I have been to France twice so far this year. Yo he estado en Francia 2 veces en este año. ¿Sí? Okay, and the last one y el último. to talk about recent past events, para hablar acerca de eventos recientes que han pasado, ¿sí? And we use this kind of expressions. Vamos a usar este tipo de expresiones. Already, just, and recently, right? For example, she has recently changed jobs. Ella ha cambiado recientemente de trabajos. I have just finished lunch. Yo acabo de terminar mi almuerzo. I'm not hungry. No tengo hambre. I have already read that book. Yo ya he leído ese libro, right? Okay. Now, a summary, un resumen. Usamos el presente perfecto en 4 formas. 1, hablar de cosas que empezaron en el pasado y continúan hasta ahora. 2, hablamos de experiencias de la vida. 3, para decir que algo se ha repetido algunas veces. Y 4, to talk about recent past events, para hablar de eventos pasados recientes. Okay? Let's continue. Here we have a reading, right? This is about Jim, right? And here we are going to find the present perfect structure, right? Okay, let's read. Well, that could be a problem. This job will require a lot of international experience. I think we need someone who has worked in an international environment. Mark: well, what about Larry? We haven't met him yet, but his resume looks well. He has been a salesperson in the food industry for 13 years. He has lived in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. In the past 4 years, he has learned how to speak Spanish and French, right? Okay, as you can notice here, we need someone who, remember, relative pronouns, si se acuerdan de los pronombres relativos, we need someone, necesitamos alguien quien has worked in an international environment, haya trabajado en un ambiente internacional. Mark: well, what about Larry? We haven't met him yet. Nosotros no hemos conocido a Larry aún, but his resume looks good. Pero su currículum se ve muy bien. He has been a salesperson. Él ha sido un... Do you remember salesperson? What is this profession? Very good. Azafata, ¿verdad? Azafata, un azafato. In the food industry for 13 years. He has lived an state, un estado. Él ha vivido en Estados Unidos, Canadá, and Mexico. And in the past 4 years, he has learned. El año pasado, él aprendió a hablar Spanish and French, right? Okay. Now, let's see the structure. To form the present perfect, you always need have and the past participle of the verbs. As you can see here, this is the auxiliary for the present perfect. Have when we talk about I, you, we, they. And has when we have these pronouns he, she, and it. So we have subject plus auxiliary plus past participle plus complement. Subject I, auxiliary have, past participle gone. Go, went, gone. Gone is a past participle form and complement. But we have to remember something. In present perfect, you have to remember that in English we have two kind of verbs in this tense: regular verbs and irregular verbs, right? Regular verbs. For regular verbs, we need to add ed, as you can see here. Look at the screen. Ed to the regular verbs. Consonant after a short stressed vowel at the end of a word double the consonant. No se olviden de esta regla, chicos, que cuando tenemos un verbo de una sola consonante, o sea, un solo golpe de voz, like stop or shop, tenemos que, yes, sigue el patrón, consonante, vocal, consonante, sound, right? Tenemos que doblar o duplicar la última consonante y aumentar ed en los verbos regulares, right? And here we have another rule. One e at the end of the verb, leave the e at the end, and add eth, right? The, right? Ok, por ejemplo, cuando tenemos un verbo terminado en e, lo único que tenemos que añadir es la de para hacer un verbo en pasado participio, right? Ok, verbs ending in y preceded by a vowel. Los verbos terminados en y precedidos por una vocal solamente aumentamos ed. But we have verbs that end in y, but this is preceded for a consonant. We have to add ed. For example, the verb study. Excuse me for the... Disculpen el error. Por ejemplo, el verbo estudiar termina en y precedida por una consonante. Entonces, ¿qué hacemos? Cambiamos la y por la i y aumentamos ed, right? Ok. Here we have some verbs. Talk, el pasado de talk, talked with ed. El pasado participio, talked with ed. Con ed, es el mismo, si se dan cuenta. We have want, wanted, and wanted, right? Es lo mismo, aumentamos ed al final. Los dos, en pasado y pasado participio, es lo mismo. Open, opened, and opened, lo mismo, aumentamos ed al final. Pasado y pasado participio es el mismo. Close, closed, closed. Igual, aumentamos ed y el pasado simple y el pasado participio es la misma forma. Al igual que clean, dance, cry, and watch. Cleaned, cleaned. Danced, danced. Watch, watch and cry, cry. Right? Sure, studied, cold, and cooked, right? Okay, now we have irregular verbs. También tenemos los verbos irregulares. With the irregular verbs, some of them change completely, right? Con los verbos irregulares, algunos de estos verbos cambian completamente. That's the case of go. Este es el caso de go. En presente, go, pasado, went, and pasado participio, gone. Y vamos a usar este pasado participio para el presente perfecto, ¿ok? Aquí tenemos win, won, won. Aquí son iguales, ¿no? En break, broke, broken. Aquí varía solamente la N, ¿sí? Found, found, son iguales. Give, given. Aquí sí varía. Gave and given. Pasado, pasado participio. Could is the same. El could, el cortar es el mismo en presente, pasado y pasado participio. Think, thought, and thought es el mismo en pasado simple y pasado participio, pero en presente cambia. Take, took, taken. Tomar, tomó, tomado. Entonces, pasado simple y pasado participio. Recuerden, pasado participio vamos a usar para el presente perfecto. Buy, bought, right? Write, wrote, written, read, read. Here we have read, read. Aquí no cambia la escritura, pero la pronunciación sí varía. Read en presente, read en pasado, como rojo en inglés. Read, right? Sleep, slept, run. Form of the present perfect. We form the present perfect with the auxiliary as we have already seen. The auxiliary verb have or has, and the past participle form of the verb, right? Okay. For example, here we have subject, I, auxiliary have, visited, verb, regular verb, add ed, San Francisco twice. Nosotros hemos visitado San Francisco 2 veces. Tenemos el caso de acciones que se han repetido, right? You have gone to Tampico once. Tú has ido a Tampico una vez. Una experiencia de la vida, right? Juan has, remember Juan is he, we have to use has, studied past participle of the regular verb, English in the university. Marta has, Marta is she, has, cleaned, recuerde, un verbo regular, solo aumentamos de para hacer el verbo en pasado participio, her room twice in this week. Acciones que se han repetido, ¿no? 2 veces, twice. My dog has eaten. Aquí tenemos un verbo irregular. El verbo en presente es eat, pasado, ate, pasado participio, eaten. My dog has eaten a lot today. Luis and Mike have, plural, ¿no? Luis and Mike have done, verbo irregular, presente do, pasado did, pasado participio done. All the exercises in the class. The group have worked too hard this day. El grupo ha trabajado, verbo regular, we just have to add ed, very hard today. We have been practicing English today and I have seen a ghost in my house. Okay, here we have the contractions. The contraction of have plus I is I've. You plus have, you've. She plus has, she's. He plus has, his. It plus has, its. They plus have, they've. We plus have, we've. You plus have, you've. Aquí tenemos las contracciones, ¿no? Recuerden, aquí se preguntarán cuál es la diferencia entre she has and she is, porque la contracción es la misma. Tienen que ver de acuerdo con el contexto. Si este she's va seguido de un verbo en pasado participio, estamos hablando del has, right? Pero si ustedes encuentran she's y va seguido de un lugar o una cualidad, ¿sí? O una profesión, estamos hablando del is, del verbo to be, ¿sí? Ok, I have not, la contracción del have plus not is haven't. I have not, haven't. You have not, you haven't. She has not, she hasn't. Aquí tenemos la contracción del has más el not es hasn't. She has not, he hasn't. It has not, it hasn't. They have not, they haven't. We have not, we haven't. You have not, you haven't, right? Okay, the form, the negative form, you just need to add ed, not to the auxiliary. As you can see here, have not, haven't, has not, hasn't. Affirmative, affirmative, I have played soccer in the team. Negative, I haven't or I have not played soccer in the team. Carlos has gone, past participle form. Recuerden la forma pasada participio del go, when, gone, right? To Houston, Carlos hasn't gone to Houston. Hasn't, negative. Sandra has met a famous actor. Sandra hasn't met a famous actor. We have worked here since 2001. We haven't worked here since 2001. Right? Okay, let's practice. In this part, we have to complete the statement, writing the verb in parentheses in past participle, right? Okay, my mother is she. We are going to use the auxiliary has prepared, past participle form of the regular verb ed, right? Susan and Carlos have, because it's plural, they, right? They have gone, past participle of go, gone. I have, right? Have not seen, past participle of the verb see, seen. The teacher is she or he. We have to use the auxiliary has. Helped in past participle the students with their homework. Mary or Maria, she has, right? Ella has painted a great picture in school, and we have not saved money for our wedding, right? Okay, remember to use the correct auxiliary according to the subject. Recuerde usar el correcto auxiliar de acuerdo con el sujeto. He, she, it has, we, you, they have, and I have, right? Thank you, my dear students. That's it for today. Have a nice day. Bye.